Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen Byram, and I'd like to talk to you about fascinating facts. These are just general things. Everyday objects with secret histories. Sometimes the most mundane things in our homes have the wildest origins. The slinky. It was invented by a naval mechanical engineer who accidentally knocked a torsion spring off a shelf and watched it walk down a pile of books. Bubble wrap. Originally co-invented in the late 1950s, intended to be a textured luxury wallpaper. What? If you had a toddler or anybody would come and ruin it immediately. I don't understand this. This is bizarre. When that failed, they tried marketing it as a greenhouse insulation before finally realizing it was the ultimate packing material. Play-Doh. It started its life as a commercial wallpaper cleaner used to remove soot from coal heaters. When houses switched to cleaner natural gas, the company repurposed the non-toxic clay into a children's toy. The science and quirks of human memory. Memory is essentially a biological time machine, but it is incredibly flawed and easily tricked. Boy, isn't that the truth. They aren't kidding. The Mandela effect. Why do thousands of completely unrelated people perfectly remember the Monopoly man wearing a monocle? He never did. Or a specific line in a classic movie being different? It's a fascinating look at collective false memories. Hyperthymesia, a rare neurological condition where a person can remember almost every single day of their life in vivid detail. What the weather was like, what they wore, and what happened on a random Tuesday decades ago. That's amazing. The doorway effect. The legitimate psychological phenomenon where walking through a doorway triggers a mental reset, causing you to instantly forget why you walked into that room in the first place. The wonders of the deep ocean. Places, not animals. Instead of focusing on sea creatures, focus on the eerie, mind-boggling geography and phenomena of the deep sea. Underwater rivers and lakes. Deep on the ocean floor, there are actual rivers and lakes with their own shorelines, waves, and distinct chemical makeups that don't mix with the surrounding ocean water. The Mariana Trench. If you dropped Mount Everest into the deepest part of the ocean, its peak would still be covered by more than a mile of water. Hydrothermal vents. Black smokers on the ocean floor shoot out mineral-rich water that's hot enough to melt lead, yet the pressure keeps the water from boiling. In vintage inventions that time forgot. A look back at what people thought the future would look like, or strange gadgets that didn't quite catch on. The dynasphere, a massive single-wheel motorized vehicle from the 30s, where the driver sat completely inside the spinning wheel. The Isolator, 1925. A bizarre helmet lined with felt and hooked up to an oxygen tank, designed entirely to block out all sight and sound so a rider or worker could focus without distraction. Flashing tires. In the 60s, Goodyear experimented with translucent synthetic rubber tires illuminated by light bulbs mounted inside the wheel rim, meant to make cars glow at night. The architecture of language and idioms. Where did the bizarre phrases we use every single day actually come from? Saved by the Bell. While often linked to boxing, the more fascinating historical theory comes from the Victorian era's fear of being buried alive, leading to safety coffins equipped with a string tied to a bell above ground. Barking up the wrong tree. Rooted in early American hunting practices where tracking dogs would lose sight of a raccoon or prey and stand at the base of an empty tree. The origin of okay. One of the most widely spoken words on the planet likely started as a joke headline in a Boston newspaper in 1839. Abbreviation for a trendy misspelled phrase, all correct. That's OLLKORRECT. All correct. Huh. Interesting. Well, that's all I have for you tonight. I'm Kathleen Byram, and I'm the author of Conversations with Donkey, A Bipolar Journey. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you will like and subscribe and leave a comment if you would. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.